all these darlings, radiated ones, and they're jumping up here. And now there are 2 of them shooting. That means that as they get up here... So, true story time. I was on my server, the Vedat Community 7 Days to Die multiplayer server, and I saw a dog trying to break through the wall. Actually, it wasn't really a dog, it was more a wolf. And by wolf, I mean a dire wolf. It was trying to break through the wall, really go through the wall, and it was failing. It was, well, let me show. It was going up here, it was going up, and it was coming down. It was going up, and coming down. And going up, and falling down. And come up, and falling down. And it didn't seem to actually attack. And I thought, hey, that's a pretty cool design. What is this all about? How does this work? Why does it work? And I realized it's probably got to do something with the wedge tips, because they are sort of fairly slopey, but a mob can probably walk up a little bit before they fall down. Like I did here, I walk up and then I slide down. And then I walk up and slide down. So if you have a little bit of momentum, you can go up, but you will slide down again. And that was just holding forward. So I thought, oh, that's pretty cool design. I didn't know about that one. I mean, you do see them in the corridor traps that I've had where they slide down, but I've never actually tried to have them slide up or try to get up. So this is going to be the slippery slope base, and we're going to see how this actually works. So let's see here. Let's see where we can start here. Let's start with, I guess the wedge tip is the way to do it. Let's try. Let's get it up in the correct position. It has to point upwards. Yeah, this works. Let's get a bunch of these ones side by side, just to see if we can sort of replicate the setup where they will fail to walk up the slope. We now have a tree height, so let's see if we can get something in. Is that a boar? No, a boar doesn't help. Let's start with a wolf, because that's what I saw. Okay, hello, sir. Maybe not sir, but maybe that's why. Okay. No, come on. Can't you see me? Okay. That didn't work very well. Okay, let's try again. Hello. You definitely... Yes. Okay, so he's trying to... Oh, no. Okay. Okay, so that's not really what I want. Let's try a zombie then. That didn't go very well. Let's get a farmer. Okay, farmer goes... No, okay. Right. Let me try to expand this just a little bit. And of course, what we're trying to accomplish here is to see, can we use this kind of technique to protect or prevent zombies from doing too much damage to our base, and utilize this in our base building. So hopefully you enjoyed this, I guess, exploration / base building episode. And if you do, why not leave a like on the video? Or of course, make sure you subscribe. That would really help out. So I've now built something that is slippery slope on all sides. And let's see whether that actually helps. So let's get in another wolf here. Wolfie. Wolf, all right. Does it help? Oh yeah, so it has to be 3 high apparently. 2 high he would definitely be able to get up. Oh no, okay, alright. No, okay, good thing I'm in, right, so, I guess because he can run. So this one can't run, so he's just gonna, is he going to... No, okay, so wolf is running. He's able to just mount it, maybe because he was also attacking me. This one is not. Let me see, if I go up 1 block here, does that change what he's doing? Now he's still not beating on it. Oh, that's really good, actually. That is really nice. What if I bring in a radiated? Just to see... Oh, actually, feral. Let's do radiated because they run. Do they manage to... Oh, this one... Oh, okay. So if they are running, that causes a bit of a problem, I suppose. Oh, and I got stuck. So Let's make this slightly higher then. I've now made it one higher up here. So let's see if I bring in a radiated again. Does that make a difference? Can it jump up here? It can, but it's... My corner seems to be slightly weak. You saw the cheerleader was up and got sort of stuck. Well, not stuck as such, more I think deciding that, hey, I'm on the corner, I can dig down. But this seems really interesting. And this seems to work really well. They actually don't seem to be able to do anything. Let's bring in a couple more. What happens if you have more of them? Can they stack up somehow? No. Good way to stand here and shoot, actually. Because it doesn't look like they're able to get up. Let's get another old timer. Let's get another spider. This one, let's see. Now we have a bunch of them. And no, they don't even seem to be beating. Okay. Alright, so I think this is how to do it. Make sure you have at least, well, 4 high. Or at least, oh, yeah, the corner seems to be a little bit weak. I think it got up on someone else. So you want to do a design that, that captures them in here somewhere and allows us to use traps to actually kill them. Hold on. Okay, so I put in some dot traps here on the side just to see, will that shoot and hit them? Let's see, let's have a look at their... Oh yeah, it does. Obviously now they're gonna get targeted because of, you know, they get a bit oh, they took them out. So it does look like it potentially, depending of course on where they come from, oh, I'm sliding down here, it will actually allow you to take out the zombies. And that's good because it means that we have a really good way of dealing with them. Let's see if I get a demolisher here. Demolishers are always a problem. Okay, so he's gonna do the same thing. Let's see here. He's taking damage. And he's taking a lot of damage. You can imagine now having multiple ones as well shooting across. And this is also working fairly well. I wonder though, how do we make it such that these ones are protected when they try to get here? But definitely it's going to kill the demolisher and it's not setting him off. And he's going to be dead really, really soon here. Almost dead. And there he goes. And let's turn this off. So even the demolisher can be taken off by this kind of technique. Okay, and of course we have to see what's here and the loot. Nothing important. And oh, I can get up if I sprint. So we can actually do that. One concern is how do you protect these ones? Alright, so I am going to see if I can build something up that allows me to have sort of a bit of a better base here, because obviously just having a small platform is not a very good way. Okay, as you see, I'm building up on all the sides here so that I have one open side where I'm assuming I'm going to try to get the zombies to come in, and then have these 3 slopey surfaces where they can get up. And of course, a bit of a pain to find the correct shapes, but managed to end the end. And let's see, if I stand up here, what actually happens? Now we're going to try to, let's get in a better gun here just in case. Let's try to bring in a zombie over here. Not a demolisher. Let's get a normal zombie. Let's get a Darlene Farrell and see. Oh yeah, she does try to go. Oh, she does bash here. Okay, the corner seems to be a bit of an issue. They seem to like to go over there, and they will be bashing actually. I wonder why that is. See, she'll walk up here. And let's bring in a few more just to sort of see if that's always going to be happening. Okay. Oh, I corner here. These ones are just fine. It seems to be when they're over at these sides, because I think they get stuck on the outside. Or they're a little bit on the outside and they decide, hey, if I bash this one, I'm all good. That is a bit of an issue. How can we prevent that and still actually bring them in? Get a bunch more just to see. Right now we have a bunch of them. They all do the same thing. And yes, the corner is still a bit of a weak point. Not necessarily what we want. Because we need to have them come in. So we have a Molotov, of course, we can just use this one, which I think can set a lot of them on fire. I mean, that would be one way of killing them, but perhaps not the best one. Toss that as well. I mean, that's a fairly expensive way of killing zombies, and they are doing a little bit of damage on the sides, especially on these ones. Here there was a little bit. Here there was a little bit as well. Okay, so we need a way to prevent. There will apparently be some bashing. It's not that bad, but of course you don't want to have any holes. I've now pulled out the walls a little bit further to see if they will go down, because my suspicion is that they will try to get up here because it's a platform that is closer, and that can actually do this. Yeah, they come up here first, and oh no, this one goes down there as well. The corners are an issue. It's better this time. You see, they are coming here. Maybe if I pull it out just slightly longer, because I think this one, because it's higher, by virtue of being higher, they prefer to be here rather than here. This one might still be borderline. Let's get in a few more cheerleaders. Bring them over here. Oh, these ones are a little bit stuck. Okay, now they are... I think this is fine. There was one beat here. I think once they're here, they don't really go down there. They just keep on standing and jumping here. Of course, this is not killing anything. And that's a bit of an issue. Of course, if you want to just stand here and get the experience yourself, it would work fairly well, actually. As sort of an XP. I mean, you could be... Let me see. Just stand here and get the experience yourself, or actually let me try a pipe bomb. Let's get a couple of pipe bombs in here. Oh, we had a interesting. Oh, no. Okay, they jumped all the way up. You want to make sure you kill them. Yeah, sometimes they run around. Of course, you could do the same thing there, so that even if they do go around, they have the same slope there as well. That would work as well. That would just be more effort, but it would work. Now this one, of course, is damaging a little bit. It's going to take a few of this one to kill these ones, so it's not necessarily the best approach that you might want to take here. Okay, I made some updates. I put in tripwire, electric fence. That is going over here to a tripwire and electric fence and a dot trap. And I'm going to obviously close this off. Come on, let me... No, this one maybe? Yeah. Let me just close this off so we don't have this hole. Neither the tripwire or the electric fence actually needs a hole in order to work. So we're going to turn this on, and I'm going to spawn something in to see if they will actually move over to where we are here. Oh yeah, they do. They obviously get bust. They does shoot across, which is fine. And they keep getting bust, and they are being... Oh, they get taken in the back. That seems to actually work fairly well. Right, let me expand this to put more side by side here. As you can see, everything has now been replicated. We have all across here. Now, of course, I haven't done these outsides. I probably will have to... You probably might want to do that, but let's see how this actually turns out. So let's get in. Barrel cheerleaders, and they walk in here. And then they come up here and they get shot there. That's fine. Actually, they die fairly fast. Let me get a little bit more of them then. Let's get 25 of them. Hey, ladies. Okay. Let's see what happens. They might get... Oh, yeah. Okay, now they're definitely coming in. And having a multiple of these ones obviously helps. And now all of the 3 of them are firing. And they're doing a pretty good job of killing them. Some of them are obviously making it out here because the ones in the back are taking the damage. But I don't think they're doing... No, they're not doing any damage. I believe this is all from their previous explosions. And as they fall down, they take damage, they jump up, and they don't. But this actually works surprisingly well. I even wonder if... I could probably make this entrance better so that they don't actually get stacked up as much as they do. Right now they did have a little bit of problem, but it seemed to actually work fairly well. Let's go have a look at these ones. So these one will take a little bit of damage from all the reflected damage, but can I see here? If I do this, let's see how I can handle that. You obviously might want to have a way that you can repair them, but I suspect you might be able to do that from up above. So this one, yep, this one I can take out. And let me build up a little bit here. Because as long as you can stand up top, repair these ones, you are, or should be, fairly good actually. Yeah, let's do that. Let's extend this one a little bit, because repairing them is fairly fast. Okay, so I think I can actually here. Okay, so let's do that again. Let's bring in a bunch of, let's do some radiated ones now. Radiated ones, let's get 25. Get them all in here. Obviously they have a lot more hit points, so they take longer to die. It's good. They're all going predictably here. Some of them are bashing at the entrance because, as I mentioned, it's not the best. Oh, okay, you do get a little bit of them here. Let's see, can I swing at them? No, but if they jump up, I could. Just that they're, I guess if you had a spear, it would work. Oh, but this is actually working really well. Okay, so let's assume I need to repair. I go down here and oh yeah, I can repair them. Oh, that's really good. Now, it might be that because I only have one dart trap per lane, that's not good enough, that it takes a little bit too long to kill them. And that's why we're getting a lot of this reflected damage on these ones. Especially this one, obviously, because they stay here for such a long time. Let me see if I can do something about that. Okay, I have now extended, I've removed one layer here and shifted, made the platform a little bit smaller just so I have a bit more space. I put an extra dart trap here below so that we have 2 firing across. Now these ones are exposed right now, but I would probably figure out a way to also hide them properly, just like I've done above. Maybe this one could be made even smaller, giving you more space to put things in. But anyway, this is just for testing. So let's put in, let's see, who could we get in? Let's get all these darlings, radiated ones, and they're jumping up here. And now there are 2 of them shooting. That means that as they get up here, they definitely would be taking a lot more damage. Let's see how fast they make it up here. Yeah, a lot fewer are actually making it up because you can see they're taking so much more damage. Dual ones are definitely a lot better. Some obviously will make it up, but no, these definitely died a lot easier because there's more of these ones firing. And this was 25 radiated ones, and that was 15,000 experience. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to build up and cover this just a little bit, and then we're going to do a haul just to see how it turns out. Don't know if it's going to work, but we'll see what happens. Here we are with the thing pretty much complete, at least for a horde-based test. So we have all the tripwires and the electric fences there. We have the dart traps here, dual ones. I built up a little bit of a shelter so that at least I can stand there even if they come from a different direction. And I think I placed all the blocks there. Bulletproof glass and at least some screens here so I can make sure I don't get vomited on. Very important. And I should be able to stand here just fine to, I don't think melee. If I had a spear, I could probably do that. Maybe I'll grab a spear. And when I need to hide, I can go back here because the cops will probably be vomiting, which will do some damage to everything. So let me start a horde and let's see how it goes. And we're about to hit the Blood Moon Horde here. See where they spawn in from. Okay, unfortunately from the side then. Okay, so let's see what happens. Yep, most of them seem to prefer to go up there. I put 16 concurrent just to get a little bit of pressure, which is going to be equivalent to having 2 players on with the default settings. And they're definitely coming in here. Some of them are making it a little bit up, but not a lot. I think that was a spider, so he jumped up. Oh, this is actually working better than I was expecting. I think that having dual basically means it's much more likely that they will get killed even before they make it all the way up here. And it looks like you don't seem to need dart traps for this lane here because they seem to sort of prefer to go here. I'm standing right behind that side, so maybe that also contributes to them trying to get this way. If they're coming here, maybe better to stay in the middle. But this works really well. I'm not doing anything. It's all just passively. Let's see. This one obviously is using the dart traps. So, okay, let's switch back into my own view here. And of course, you could be standing here and go, okay, let me do this. And of course, you could do this as well. Bam, and get them that way. I'm going to go down here. I'm going to see if there is some reflected damage that I do have to repair. Yeah, I think it's going to be special this one. And I could be standing here pretty good to shoot at least the cops. But the rest of them are actually fairly good as well because they get stunned pretty well. Oh. Alright, let's see if I have this one. This works actually surprisingly well. So standing here and defending actively as well means that you take care at least of the cops, and it also means that you end up using less of the darts, and the reflected damage is going to be a lot less as well because that one will run out. Of course, even if it runs out, they will be transitioning to this side because I'm standing here. I don't think that's a major issue, and then we just repair it and go back here to throw in another one. Molotov, that'll work. Do another. Oh, this one bombs away. Oh yeah. Oh, this works actually a lot better than I was expecting. I was not expecting this to the first strike to work this way. So this is really, really good because even if they come up here, and of course you could probably do this with normal walls as well. The problem, of course, is that if you have normal walls and if they meaning that they, you just have straight up walls, you could do this something similar. The problem is that once they get up here, they will be bashing at the walls, especially if they stack up a little bit, especially if they're not stunned, and you'll get a lot more damage here. Now I'm getting, I think, practically no damage to the walls at all, which means that you can focus your effort on just killing the zombies. Oh, let's hide here a little bit. And I think that's what you want to do. You want to basically be able to focus your attention on the zombies as opposed to the repairs of all the walls. Of course, there's going to be a little bit of damage from here, I think, because of my grenades. Oh, it's going to pop. Let's take him out. Nice. You might want to do something about, if I put some blocking walls there, then they wouldn't see me when they come up. I'll just stand a little bit lower. Because here you have a really good way. These front ones are not very well protected. The back ones are not very well protected either, in case the zombie ends up exploding. What if I put in a demolisher? Okay, so let's do this. I shot them, got their attention. They'll come up here, and he's definitely jumping. Can I could probably, if he gets... No, he's still too low. Okay. The demolishers. Let's do a look here. Oh, that's a bit too much. I can't see them properly. They should be taking damage like everything else. See if we can get any of the links to stop. Okay, let's do it this way. Bit of lags. 400, 300. Okay, so these ones are going to die before too long as well. So even against demolishers, let's see, they should be 1 down, 2 down. Both of them are dead. This is working really well. See, they're not doing any bash damage here because they're just trying to jump up. I wonder if you could skip having these ones be the slope ones and just have these one be the straight walls. I think you might, but you might as well just do them the slope way. You could actually, if you wanted to even more, you could take out that wall and possibly that wall as well, and have just going across the tripwire. Oh, he blew up, that's alright. And have effectively 4 more dart traps that are firing straight across here. I think that would also be something that would really help. Okay, so now, okay, so you see this one has, see what happens. This one have degraded to the point where it's not going to be, you see it's go down to below 50, so let's repair it. This one is fine. This one is fine. This one is fine. Okay. So if they degrade, obviously they will stop. And that causes a bit of a problem. Oh, no, he's fine. Okay, he's not fine. Okay, we had a cop blow up. But that's alright. That happens once in a while. Oh. Oh ho. Problem. So, okay. Let's see if I can... Okay, I've stopped the AI here. Problem. We just got blown up by the 7 days that I'm not going to say we're going to bug, but it's, I would call it a bug. So, in previous versions, and unfortunately seems to be the case now as well. So what happens is that there was an explosion up here, and that's why having these dart traps would probably help a lot. And explosions are going through blocks, so they actually went all the way through here because maybe it considered this as not a blocking block, if you put it that way. So this one takes damage, this one takes damage, and then everything falls down. So yeah, what would I do to do that? I would probably make this slightly smaller. If you make it smaller... Oh, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted either. Come on, come on. No, no, don't do it. Okay, sorry. So if you make it smaller, you could block this off like this. And then you basically shift everything so that you have the electric fence post one back here. And you have the tripwires here. And that ensures that you have a full block in between, actually a block and a half, block and a quarter, in between any explosion and this, because that would protect it. It does mean that you have to shift this whole thing slightly. You have to make this smaller because this one needs to be pushed closer because you can't do it more than 14. But except for that small little thing, and of course that's a bug, this would work really, really well. So what do you think? Would you do something like this in your base? Would you utilize this kind of mechanic where the zombies have an issue where they don't bash, but they try to get up, and use that either in your normal base build or in your horde base to have sort of a killing pit or a killing area like this? I think I would definitely explore more. Look at all this loot. Look at it. You could probably, since most of them are going to die here, you might even be able to have some way of looting here. interesting. Well, I really like it. I think this is a really interesting way of handling it, and I'm glad I ran across that on my multiplayer server, the Vedai community. But let me know in the comment section below. And of course, if you're watching all this way, you're gonna subscribe for sure. Thank you very much, and give me your thoughts in the discussion board below. And I'll see you next time after I rethink this one and do a little bit of cleanup. Good night.
Special thanks to the great patrons supporting the channel. If you would like to join the Vedai community and support these videos, do follow the Patreon link.